Okay, good afternoon, students. Now, today we are going to do retirement chapter, and in retirement chapter, we are going to see the concept of goodwill. Now, obviously, this goodwill related sums are not going to come in your exams. Is so obviously goodwill related short sums are not going to come in your exam, but we have to do it because they will form part of your 8 mark sum which is going to come in your board exam. Now take out your textbooks and come to illustration number, let me check, illustration number 10. Come to illustration number 10. Okay, now you can see the illustration in front of you. I'm solving the illustration because exercise sums I've already solved in my recorded video lectures, which are already there on the app. So now let's read the sum. I, C, W, and A are partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 4 is to 3 is to 2 is to 1. I retired from 1/4/2016. Balance sheet of the firm shows goodwill at 20,000 at the time of retirement of I. So here we have old value of goodwill which will go to old partners in old profit sharing ratio. New profit loss sharing ratio of CWA was decided at 2 is to 2 is to 1. Now, goodwill of the firm is valued at 60,000. So new goodwill is 60,000 at the time of retirement of I. Write journal entry for goodwill. So this is the sum what we are going to do. Now, before we proceed with the sum, now you understood what type of adjustments come. Okay, that's why we read the question first. Now I'll go to the concept once again before we proceed with the sum. Okay, let me continue with this sum only. Now we have four partners, I, C, W, and A. Now there are four partners. What is happening is eventually I is retiring. So now there are three existing partners, C, W, and A. Now whenever there is old goodwill given in the question, this old goodwill will be distributed between old partners. You may write with me. In what ratio? In old ratio. So in old profit loss sharing ratio. So you have to remember this. Old goodwill will go to old partners. Now, who are the old partners over here? I, C, W, and A. These four are the old partners. Now, whenever there is new goodwill, now unlike admission of partner, यानी admission of partner में new partner used to enter the business. So what we used to do is we used to ask for cash for that partner's share. But over here the partner is going. So we are actually supposed to pay the partner for capital as well as for that partner's share in goodwill. So over here, what we have to first find out it from the new goodwill, we have to find the share of retiring partner. Now retiring partner का जितना भी शेयर है वो हमें क्या करना है? We have to find the share of retiring partner, and what all is the share of that retiring partner that will be credited to the retiring partner. Partner को कुछ भी देना है तो हम उसको क्रेडिट कर देंगे, तो हम उसको क्रेडिट कर देंगे। और हम डेबिट किसको करेंगे? हम डेबिट करेंगे एग्जिस्टिंग पार्टनर्स या न्यू पार्टनर्स। इन व्हाट रेशियो? ऑलवेज नाउ न्यू पार्टनर्स इन गेन रेशियो. So over here, for the adjustment of goodwill, we can write a standard entry, and the entry goes this way: retiring partners, capital or current. Okay, there can be a account with current also. I mean, there can be a current account also, credit. So the partner who is retiring will give a credit to that partner, and we are going to debit न्यू पार्टनर्स, यानी उसके जाने के बाद जो नए पार्टनर्स रह गए हैं, सो न्यू पार्टनर्स, कैपिटल और करंट अकाउंट, we will debit them. In what ratio? Yes, in gain ratio. This is important. In gain ratio. Now, you write this entry. Now, what happens when we find the gain ratio? मान लो कोई भी पार्टनर का शेयर नेगेटिव होगा, इट मीन्स दैट पार्टनर इज सैक्रिफाइसिंग। तो जो भी पार्टनर सैक्रिफाइस करता है उसको हमेशा हम क्रेडिट करते हैं, और जो पार्टनर गेन करता है हम उसको हमेशा डेबिट करते हैं। रिमेंबर दिस रूल, ओके, सो यू विल नॉट मेक मिस्टेक इन द एग्जाम. I'll write it for you. Okay, what you have to see is note gaining partner, gaining partner will always be debited, and the partner who is sacrificing partner who is sacrificing will always be credited. Remember this golden rule, whether it is admission or whether it is retirement. Okay, always remember this. गुडविल की एंट्री में जो सैक्रिफाइस करेगा उसको क्रेडिट करेंगे, और जो गेन करेगा उसको डेबिट करेंगे. खास ये ध्यान रखना. प्लीज राइट दिस, प्लीज राइट दिस. गुडविल रिलेटेड एडजस्टमेंट एंट्री में हमेशा याद रखना कि जो सैक्रिफाइस करता है पार्टनर उसको हम क्रेडिट करते हैं, और जो गेन करता है उसको हम डेबिट करते हैं. फिर ये एडमिशन का चैप्टर हो या रिटायरमेंट का चैप्टर हो. इज दिस क्लियर ऑल ऑफ यू? एनी डाउट एनीवन? Okay, now let's proceed. Now let's go back to this sum. As you can see, there are four partners I, C, W and A. Old value of goodwill is given. हमेशा याद रखना, ओल्ड वैल्यू ऑफ गुडविल को तो हम सबसे पहले राइट ऑफ कर देंगे. ओल्ड पार्टनर्स, ओल्ड रेशियो. और जो नया गुडविल है वो हमेशा एडमिशन का चैप्टर है तो सैक्रिफाइस, रिटायरमेंट का चैप्टर है तो गेन. ये हमेशा याद रखना. नाउ लेट्स गो बैक टू द सम and let's find out the ratios. Now over here, find the gain ratio, all of you. So let's write I, C, W and A. So we write, I'll do it on this page. I, C, W, and A. Four partners. Old ratio is already given to us. Obviously, it will be given. If it is not given, then it will always be equal. So old ratio is 4 is to 3 is to 2 is to 1. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Old ratio. Now new I is going to cross कर दो तो gain में भी I में कुछ आएगा नहीं. Now 4, 3, 2, 1, 4 and 3, 7 and 2, 9 and 1, 10. So 4 by 10, 3 by 10, 2 by 10, 1 by 10. New ratio is also given to us, and the new ratio is 2 is to 2 is to 1. So 2 is to 2 is to 1. So 2 by 5, 2 by 5, 1 by 5. Let's find the gain ratio. Gain ratio is equal to new minus old, because new would generally be more. So 2 by 5 minus 3 by 10. LCM is 10. 5 2s are 2 2s are 4 minus 3. So 1 by 10. Then 2 by 5 minus 2 by 10, which is equal to 5. 2s are 2 2s are 4. So 2 by 10. चेक कर लो हमेशा. Then A का 1 by 10 minus 1 by 5, which is equal to, sorry, 1 by 5 minus 1 by 10, which is equal to 1 by 10. So check कर लो. 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2, 3 plus 1, 4 by 10. और ये भी 4 by 10. So gain of C plus gain of W plus gain of A is sacrifice of I, या I is going. तो उसका हिस्सा जा रहा है. Now we have the gain ratio 1 is to 2 is to 1. We have the old ratio, we have the new ratio. So I'll write over here old ratio 4 is to 3 is to 2 is to 1. New ratio 2 is to 2 is to 1. And gain ratio 1 is to 2 is to 1. Confirm कर लो. Okay. Now सबसे पहले we have old value of goodwill. So old value of goodwill is rupees 20,000. So first let write off 20,000. So I's capital or current account debit, C's capital or current account debit, W's capital or current account debit, A's capital or current account debit to goodwill account. Now goodwill, old goodwill is of rupees 20,000. So credit 20,000 and we debit 4 is to 3 is to 2 is to 1. So 8,000, 6,000, 4,000, 2,000. This is always in the old ratio. Next. Now we have goodwill, new goodwill 60,000. So let's do some working. New goodwill is equal to rupees 60,000. share of I in goodwill is equal to 60,000 into 4 by 10, which comes to rupees 24,000. Now this 24,000 will be credited to I and will be debited to new partners C, W and A in gain ratio. Please do this working. First of all, do this working. Now हम क्रेडिट कर देंगे आई को, डेबिट करेंगे. एज यू नो गेन रेशियो इज ऑल 1:2:1. सो सीज कैपिटल और करंट अकाउंट will be debited, W's capital or current account will be debited, A's capital or current account will be debited, and we credit I's capital or current account. So we write down over here 24,000 क्रेडिट हो जाएगा आई को. आई जा रहा है, उसको अपना हिस्सा, उसको हमें उसको उसका हिस्सा देना है, तो उसको क्रेडिट कर दिया. और डेबिट करेंगे इन तीनों को इन द गेन रेशियो 1:2:1. So 4 6 so 6,000, 12,000 and 6,000. This will be in gain ratio. Please write the entry, finish the sum. You also have to write the narration. So when you do the sum as homework, please write the narrations also. Let's go to the next sum. Illustration 11, market important. Now, illustration 11, let's read the question first. A, M, T, and S are partners of a firm sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 5:4:3:2. M retires as a partner. At the time of retirement of M, his share of firm's goodwill is 35,000. After retirement of M, partners A, T, and S decide to share the future profit and loss in the ratio of 2:3:2. Pass the journal entry for goodwill. Let's first find the gain ratio. Start finding the gain ratio. Okay, so let's first find the gain ratio. We have A, M, T, and S. Now, these are the four partners. A, M, T, S. Old ratio is 5:4:3:2. So 5 and 4, 9 and 3, 9 and 3, 12, 12 and 2, 14. So 5 by 14, 4 by 14, 3 by 14 and 2 by 14. New ratio. Now who is going? Going partner is M. M जा रहा है तो उसको क्रॉस कर दो तो गेन में भी वो आएगा नहीं, क्रॉस कर दो, so there is no confusion later. Now, what's the new ratio? It's already given in the sum. You can refer the sum. The new ratio given is 2 is to 3 is to 2, A, T, and S. So 2 is to 3 is to 2, A, T, and S. So 2 by 3 and 2, 5 and 2, 7. 2 by 7, 3 by 7, and 2 by 7. Now we have to find the gain ratio. Gain ratio is new minus old. So 2 by 7 minus 5 by 14, which is equal to negative 1 by 14. Here you get negative 1 by 14. Then T, new ratio is 3 by 7 minus 3 by 14. So 7 twos are 3 twos are 6. So 3 by 14. And then for S, 2 by 7 minus 2 by 40. 2 twos are 4 minus 2, 2 by 40. So now what we get over here is we get a gain ratio for T and we get gain for S, but A is sacrificing. Now we will have to find out how much will be the amount which we will debit and we will credit. याद रखना sacrifice जो करेगा उसको हम credit करेंगे, gain जो करेगा उसको हम debit करेंगे. Now over here, let's check out now what is the goodwill. Come to the question, please. Now it is given over here. At the time of retirement of M, his share on firm's goodwill is 35,000. यानी M का share is 35,000. तो हमें फाइंड करना पड़ेगा तो बाकी का क्या शेयर आ रहा है. So let's write over here working note. You can say 1. Share of M in goodwill is equal to rupees 35,000. Let's find out the goodwill of the firm. That's the easiest way to do this. So for M का शेयर कितना था? We had calculated share of M. M का शेयर है 4 by 14. So 4 by 14th share goodwill is equal to 35,000. Therefore, for one share, यानी पूरा goodwill of the firm, goodwill is equal to हर्ष अपने आप को म्यूट कर दो प्लीज. हर्ष सबरवाल. Now, we cross multiply and what we get is 35,000 into 1 upon 4 by 14. तो उसको रिवर्स कर देंगे, upon 4 by 14 है तो. Okay, I'll just do one more step for you. 4 by 14 है तो ये 14 ऊपर आ जाएगा, 4 नीचे रह जाएगा. So 35,000 into 14 divide by 4. कैलसी उठाओ और चेक करो कितना आ रहा है. 1,22,500. 1,22,500. Now this is the total goodwill of the firm. So I write over here total goodwill of the firm. 1,22,500. Now we find out share of. Now share of first we find out A, which is equal to 1,22,500 into A का शेयर कितना था -1/14. So into 1/14 माइनस रख देते हैं यहाँ पे because this person is sacrificing, so which comes to 8750. ये sacrifice कर रहा है तो इसको हम करेंगे credit. Okay, then share of M we have already calculated, it is already given into 4/14. अगेन ये जा रहा है, इसका शेयर तो हमें पता ही है 35,000 है, तो इसको भी कर देंगे क्रेडिट. शेयर ऑफ T which is equal to 1,22,500 into T का शेयर फाइंड करो. T का शेयर है 3/14. So 3/14 which is equal to 26250. As you know this is a gain, तो इसको हमें करना पड़ेगा डेबिट. एंड देन शेयर ऑफ A, M, T and S. अगेन 1,22,500 इंटू उसका कितना है गेन चेक करो 2/14 इंटू 2/14. अगेन ये भी गेन है which comes to divide by 3 into 2, 17,500. अगेन ये भी हो जाएगा डेबिट. चेक कर लो डेबिट इज इक्वल टू क्रेडिट हो रहा है कि नहीं. यस. Proceed now. Proceed now. Now let's go to the entry. Now keep this in mind and we make the entry. So the entry goes this way. Now जिसको भी गेन हुआ है उसको डेबिट करना है. तो गेन किसको हुआ है? If you are not able to recall, go to the working. गेन हुआ है T और S को. So T's कैपिटल और करंट अकाउंट डेबिट, S कैपिटल और करंट अकाउंट डेबिट, अमाउंट 26250, 17,500 टू A's कैपिटल और करंट अकाउंट क्रेडिट, 8750 and 2 M's कैपिटल और करंट अकाउंट क्रेडिट. $35,000. Write the entry, go through it, see if you have any doubt. Okay, now let's go to the next sum. Now, illustration 12. Please be careful about this sum as well. Now, B, R, and T are partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 3 is to 2 is to 1. B retires. B's capital after distributing profit on revaluation account and accumulated reserve and profit and loss is 1,20,000. R&T decided to pay 1,50,000 as settlement, as final settlement, including goodwill to B. R&T will distribute future profit and loss in the ratio of 3 is to 2. Write necessary journal entries. Go through the sum. Now over here in this sum, you are not given that what amount of goodwill is there directly. So we need to find out. So let's do a working for it. For working, I'll go to the next page. Now, working note 1 for hidden value of goodwill. Now, how much amount we are paying? Total amount payable to who is retiring? B is equal to 1,50,000 minus, it's given in the question that how much amount B's capital after distributing profit on revaluation and accumulated reserve and profit and loss is 1,20,000. So capital of B other than or except goodwill is equal to 1,20,000. So 30,000 is the share of B in goodwill. Now, let's find the ratios. So the ratio for B, R, and T is what we have to find out. So you have B, you have R, and you have T. Now the ratios are old ratio is 3 is to 2 is to 1. So 1 by 6, 2 by 6, and 3 by 6. New ratio B is retiring, तो उसको cross कर दो. Now, what is given? R and T will distribute future over here. R and T will distribute future profit and loss in the ratio of 3 is to 2. So new ratio is already given to us. So not to worry, directly we write new ratio is 3 is to 2. So 3 by 5 and 2 by 5. Gain is what? New minus old. So new is 3 by 5 minus old is 2 by 6. We do cross multiplication here, no other option. 6 3s are 18 minus 5 2s are 10 upon 30. So 8 by 30. Let's calculate over here. 2 by 5 minus 1 by 6. is equal to 12 minus 5 by 30, which is equal to 7 by 30. So our gain ratio is 8 is to 7. Now, we already know gain ratio is 8 is to 7. दोनों को gain है तो दोनों को debit करना है, ये decided है. Now let's go to the journal entry. Now over here, R's R is gaining, so R's capital or current account will be debited. T's capital or current account will be debited, and we'll give the credit to B because B is going, उसको उसका हिस्सा देना है तो हमें उसको क्रेडिट करना है. B's capital or current account. Now we already have found the share as per working note that comes to 30,000. So we credit B by 30,000 and we debit R and T. In what ratio? In the ratio of their gain, which is, let's go to that page, which is 8 is to 7. Ye wala, 8 is to 7. So over here, 8 is to 7. So 15, so 2s are 8, 2s are 16,000 and 7, so 14,000 in gain ratio, which is 8 is to 7. Got it, all of you? Okay, so now you will be doing all the exercise sums for goodwill as a part of your homework and these illustrations once again so that you become very confident in the goodwill adjustments.